Hey, it's Kathleen from oldworldfarmhouse.com. As you may know, we're in the middle of a big bathroom remodel, but I wanted to take you back in time and show you the first bathroom we ever redid in this house. It was about 3 years ago, and I hope that it gives you some ideas for things you could do to your bathroom on a teeny budget that are sort of minimal and yet make a big impact. The first thing that happened, just like downstairs, we had a water issue and it forced us into action. The bathrooms in this house were both very ugly when we moved in, looks-wise, but they were functional, and so we had originally thought they would be some of the last rooms we touched because bathrooms are expensive and they were serviceable. But then the upstairs one, the bathtub sprung a leak. It's a very old, beautiful cast iron clawfoot bathtub. The tub didn't spring a leak. It was actually I don't really know how this happened, but at some point the pipe and the drain pipe had come apart, and whoever repaired it had just sort of taped it back together, and we never really noticed that until the tape failed, and every time we took a bath, water was getting all over the floor and then coming down into the room below. So first thing we did was we took that tub out, and then we were really worried about the floor because of all the water damage and whatnot. So we had some leftover VCT tile from when we had done our hallways. And I would recommend, if you're looking for a budget floor option, and I mean budget, this stuff is very low cost. If you can get past the idea that you see it in schools and institutional buildings everywhere, it's really great. Of course, you do see it in those settings, but if you set it in a diamond pattern, it makes these great. We were able to get wonderful colors that we really loved. We have it in a lot of places in the house, actually. We have it downstairs in green and white, upstairs in blue and yellow, and then in the bathroom in yellow and white. And it was a great affordable option for us, and we love the diamond pattern. It's very hard wearing. It's actually made of limestone dust, so it's sort of like having a stone floor. I like to think of it as if we have a stone floor. So we decided to go ahead and pay to have the bathroom tiled with the VCT tile. We did not DIY this. So first we took absolutely everything out of the bathroom, and then we had the tile guys come in and tile the floor. And then I repainted the bathroom with some trim paint that we had left over from another room, and the former owners had left the can that they had used. I guess they painted it gray, and I found the exact can and I just touched up the walls with that. So that was good enough. If I had to do it over again, I would paint the trim with a bathroom specific paint, and I would probably do a different color on the walls, but all in all, I'm pretty happy. The walls are really rough because underneath that paint, there are at least one, if not two layers of wallpaper. Somebody just painted over the wallpaper so you can see the seams. And then the paint itself seemed to sort of react to something and bubble. And so it's got this funny pebble texture. So I like to pretend that it looks like stone. And I am in the process of slowly covering up the walls with what I hope is going to be a lot of pictures. And okay, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I'll get to the art in the bathroom. I'm gonna keep going with my list and do it in order. Okay, so we took the tub out, and my son and I, who at the time he was 6, he really wanted to help me redo it. So it was our project we did together. It was really fun. I used a tutorial I found at younghouselove.com's blog about how they did their old tub. The only thing I didn't do is I did not sand my tub because I was terrified that it was painted with lead-based paint. And so I didn't sand it, I just painted over what was there with a metal-based primer, and then this other paint specially for metal in this beautiful color that I absolutely love. It's called Peacock. It's a Sherwin-Williams color, but I had it color matched into this special paint that's for, well, it's for tanks actually, metal things. So we did that, and then I copper leafed the clawfoot feet, which was really fun and a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So I would highly recommend, if you've never leafed anything, it's really easy, and it's actually really satisfying to work with those little thin sheets of foil and like press them on. It's so pretty. I left them, I did not put a coat of lacquer on them, so that over time they have developed kind of a patina. I might redo them in the future and lacquer them. I'm not sure. If you put a clear coat over them of some kind, they'll stay shiny, but for now anyway, I'm letting mine patina up. They're not turning green like I hoped they would. They're just sort of getting dull, which is what's making me think I might redo them at some point in the future. So we put the tub back with improved connections between the drain pipe and the tub, and they were all plastic and they were very noticeable. And I didn't want to spend the money to get one of those fancy antique bathtub plumbing kits you can get from some, I think House of Antique Hardware has them. They're very nice, and it's like they're like brass finish, so you can show off your good looking plumbing. Well, we just used plastic pipe, and then what I did is I just painted the plastic pipe the same color that I painted the tub, so it all blends in together and you don't really see it. Your eye just kind of glosses right over it because it's all the same color. My goal with this bathroom was to keep as much of the original look and feel as I could. I actually always really liked this bathroom despite the ugly peel and stick tile that had been in there and the particle board little storage cheapy cubbies that someone had hung up at some point. Underneath all of that, it was a really cool bathroom, and it looked like they had probably put it into the house inside of an old bedroom, maybe in the 20s or so, which is when plumbing would have been coming into these houses, maybe even the 40s, because our toilet seems to be from circa 1940 based on my research. Who knows? It's pretty rural out here, so maybe they didn't get an inside toilet till then. I really don't know. But my goal was to make the bathroom just look like they had retrofit it into the house in the 20s, which is probably in fact what they did. So I have no problem with the pipes showing because that's a very old house look. The toilet in here is actually, it's genuinely old. Like I said, it seems probably to be an American Standard toilet from the 1940s. I think it's really cute. I love its little profile. As cute as a toilet could be, right? I mean, I know we're talking about toilet, I know. But it was also leaking a little bit, so we had the pipe connecting the tank to the bowl reinforced and rehabbed a little bit. We had a really sweet relative of mine come and help us with that project. It was just awesome to get that help. Little help from your friends and family. So I'm really glad we got to hang on to that toilet because I can't find anything like it nowadays that I like nearly as well. Okay, one thing I did do was not right then, but very recently, I did get a new toilet seat. I got a gray toilet seat. I wanted to get one of those wooden ones that's really fancy with like the little sanitary handles, but I didn't want to spend that much money. So I just went with this nice gray one that was like 40 bucks, and I like it because it kind of matches the walls. It makes it look a little bit more custom, a little bit more designer in there. We really lucked out with the lighting in here. We just left all of it as is. I absolutely love the ceiling fixture. I'm sure it's original. It's so cute. It had some paint splashes on it from whoever painted the ceiling before I did. They just had sloshed some on the light. I got those off. I polished it up real nice. It was actually getting pretty dark, and the more I polished it, the yellower and shinier it got, and I love how it looks now. And then over the little medicine cabinet was just this one bare bulb, which I used to think was just horrible and ugly. But then when I looked into it more and did some research, I noticed, first of all, that these bulbs are very much trending with like the rejuvenation lighting and stores like that. They sell them, the porcelain light bulb holder in all different colors, and they look really cool actually. So I decided, we'll just put like a vintage looking bulb up there, and it's going to be part of the whole like 1920s bathroom look. And I really like it, and it's very bright, and it's great. It's just what you need, that bright light over your medicine cabinet. So I'm glad we didn't swap that out for anything. And I'm sure also, like I said, that it's an original fixture, which is cool. So yeah, and speaking of the medicine cabinet, I also really liked this medicine cabinet. I don't know how old or young it is. It's still pretty easy to find medicine cabinets like this at Lowe's and Home Depot, so it could be relatively new, I don't know. But I really like these medicine cabinets. They're just a mirror. They're very easy to clean. They look clean because it's just a mirror with chrome edges. It has that industrial sanitary retrofitted bathroom kind of out in the open feeling as well. So I'm really happy with medicine cabinet, and we just left it. We did need some more storage in the bathroom. So I had an old beige filing cabinet, and what I did was I took the same paint I painted the tub with, since it was a paint designed for metal. I went ahead and I just painted the filing cabinet the same color, and I copper leafed the little handles of the filing cabinet, and it's worked great for storage. It's got 3 drawers. It's got plenty of space for our family's needs for storage in the bathroom. And then I just added this tub on the top that I got at Walmart, and then we just keep some lotions and things in there, and it's great. I also tucked this copper wash tub that I've had for years, that my grandfather garbage picked once and rehabbed, and I got possession of it. I'm not sure how. I guess no one else wanted it. So I've had this for years. I've kept different things in it. I decided to tuck it here behind the tub and use it for towels. And then the windowsills on the 2 windows in here are very deep, which comes in really handy to set bottles of shampoo on, and soaps and bath toys. So we're very grateful for those. There's also a radiator in here, which is another great little unofficial shelf. This is an old house, and it has 2 bathrooms. I wish it had 4, but it has 2. And so this really is our family bathroom. There's 7 of us, and we all use it. It's not very big, but it's the family bathroom. So in addition to all that, we do have the great storage I told you about. We also have a great need for places to hang towels. I do not like to wash towels after every use. I believe in hanging them up to dry and using them a couple times before you throw them in the wash, very much so. So this bathroom had actually lots of towel rods that seem to have been added at various points in the house's history. Like there's a couple that look really Art Deco with these little Art Deco detailing things. And then there's a couple that look simpler and more basic. So I think altogether there were 4. And then there were these cafe curtain rods. I guess the prior owner must have had cafe curtains in here, and the rods had just been left hanging there. And I was going to take them down, but then I thought, well, wait a second. I just painted them the same color as the trim, and I left them up. And in a pinch, we can hang towels on those rods. It's not, something I want to do all the time, but it's just nice to have the option every once in a while with 7 people in and out of that bathroom. And they just blend in because they're the same color as the trim. I don't have any window treatments on the windows right now. It's on the 2nd floor, and we don't have anyone close enough that they could be looking in the windows. I think in the future I would like to put up some Swedish roller blinds, but I'm not there yet. And so for now we just have the beautiful windows, and it lets in a ton of light, which is also great for a bathroom, of course. Sweet little shelf right here above the sink that had always been there. And I decided to put a metal cup so it wouldn't break, unbreakable, for every member of the family. And then we added 1 glass shelf over to the side to hold everybody's toothbrushes. Everybody has their own metal cup with their own toothbrush and their own toothpaste. Did add also 2 towel hooks for hand towels on either side of the sink. I kept seeing hooks like this or round towel holders in Gil Schaefer's bathrooms. Gil Schaefer's this architect. I love his work, and it seems like every bathroom he does, well, I mean, he's working with an interior decorator, but it does seem to be his signature. There's always like 2 places for hand towels on either side of the sink. So I was definitely had that in mind, and I put these there, and then it comes in really handy, and I like having a dedicated spot for hand towels. Just this year, for a while, we used the tub with no shower curtain because we really liked the look and we didn't really want to clutter it up. But the reality is you do end up spraying a lot of water around no matter how careful you are. If you like to wash long hair. It's really hard to do that and not splash water all over the tub. So I did find this shower curtain rod. It's a signature hardware rod. It's designed to go over a large clawfoot tub. I actually picked it up at a architectural salvage store for about half the price it usually is. And my husband installed it and it's working great. We had this old shower curtain that we used to use back when we had that kind of shower. And I always love the metal curtain rings. So we had those. I just got those out again. And I bought 3 or 4 plastic shower curtains to encircle the entire tub. The fabric one shows from the front, and then the plastic ones can just line the back, and it's great. And we have solved the water splash problem. I didn't mention the wainscoting at all. It's definitely original to the bathroom, and it's uneven. And I forgot to mention the art. So as I mentioned, the walls are quite rough because it's paint over wallpaper, and then some kind of reaction happened and there's like bubbles in the paint. So it's really rough. I kind of like to pretend it's stone, and my goal is to cover all the walls up to the ceiling and down to the wainscoting with fun pictures that I collect slowly over time. I really like to do water themed pictures in bathrooms. Very original, I know. But I have found a lot of fun things from my kids' art projects that they bring home from school, like this umbrella painting from my son's preschool class, and these water ABC animals that they did one year. I also have some original art. This was a piece of art that a friend gave us that he had painted of a place we actually used to go visit. And so anything that I come across that has a sort of connection to water, I think about how I could frame it and add it to my gallery wall, my growing gallery wall in the bathroom. I was using these black edged frames for everything, but I'm starting to think that I might swap them out for gold or brass frames instead. What do you think about that? Speaking of gold or brass, we have a lot of mixed metals going on in this bathroom. The bathtub fixtures I really like. They're an unlacquered brass. And then the bathroom sink faucet I really dislike. It's a lacquered brass, and I don't like how shiny it is, and I hate the shape. So in the future, I'd really like to get a new fixture there. I've thought about maybe rubbing some rub and buff on that, but honestly, I dislike the shape so much, I don't even think it's worth it. I'd like to get one that matches the bathtub fixture. There's copper feet on the bathtub. We have a copper tub that we hold towels in. The light fixture has, I guess you would say, it looks like unlacquered brass. I don't really know what metal it is. It might be brass. I'm not sure. And then the towel rods that were in here were chrome, very shiny. And then we added towel hooks that are brushed nickel. So we've got quite a bit of mixed metal going on in here. And I know that doing mixed metals, if you read about it, it's considered fine. I think the rule of thumb is to only do like 2 or maybe 3. I think I might have more like 5 going on in here, but I don't mind. I actually like it. I like how it looks. That is our circa 1920s family bathroom. I hope that you got some ideas for your own family bathroom from this video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. What do you think I should add to the bathroom? What are you thinking about for your bathroom plans? This is Kathleen from oldworldfarmhouse.com. I'll see ya. Bye.